Gear.Club feels like a breath of fresh air. Which is funny because it doesn't actually offer that much that's genuinely new. What it does do, however, is prove itself a phenomenally polished racer from a developer that knows what it's doing on the freemium front. Eden Games, who created the V-Rally and Test Drive Unlimited series, has created an accomplished mixture of intuitive arcade handling and sim-like trappings. There are familiar staples like a color-coded racing line which guides you on your way, and the cars practically drive themselves to begin with. The degree of hand-holding can be tweaked to an appreciable degree in the settings menu, so drivers of all skill levels will find something to suit them. On the track, the racing is weighty and satisfying, with an emphasis on appropriate braking points and maintaining speed through corners over bottom-out power sliding. Particularly, we were impressed by the physicality of the cars. Ram into a rival and you'll pay the penalty in terms of stability, as well as through the game's damage system. Races themselves are snappy affairs that only last a minute or so in general. We did miss the extended challenge and variety of longer races, but this bite-sized approach makes a great deal of sense on mobile. Surprisingly, we always felt like we could recover from major mistakes, though that might be helped by the game's rather dim AI drivers. You'll soon realize you're essentially racing against the limits of your own ability and consistency, rather than any convincing opposition. Though there are multiplayer races and leagues that overlay opposing ghost runs. Otherwise, the game structure is familiar. After buying a car and entering a few softball tutorial races, you're sent off into a steadily escalating series of point-to-point races. At first, you'll only be able to enter A1 category races with your humble starter car, but winning races and completing missions will earn you the funds to buy an A2 car, then onto a series of increasingly pokey, real-life machines. Each car can be customized in your garage to improve performance. You'll also be able to poke around inside your beautifully rendered ride by opening doors and bonnets, and improve the garage itself to fit in more cars. All of this is underpinned by a freemium payment system. But while that's less than ideal in a console-style racer, it never exceeded minor irritation during our time with the game. There's no fuel tank that limits your playing time, so as long as you're not too clumsy with your car and make any modifications ahead of downtime, you shouldn't have to wait. Prices and build times were already starting to creep up a couple of hours into the game, but it seems structured to always have races for you to take part in, maintaining that vital forward momentum. It's just another example of the careful engineering that's gone into one of the best, most technically accomplished racing games on mobile.